Welcome guys, in this video session we are going to see about compound interest. We know that simple interest is equal to principal into rate into time divided by 100. So we can calculate the amount by adding the principal and simple interest together. In case of compound interest, we have the formula for calculating the amount. We can obtain the compound interest by subtracting the principal from the total amount calculated. In case of compound interest, the amount of first unit time becomes the principal for the second unit, and the amount for second unit time becomes the principal for the third, and so on. That means here the simple interest is calculated on a fixed principal, okay, and so we are having the amount as principal plus the simple interest. This amount becomes the principal for the next unit of time. Why we are considering here unit means because sometimes the time can be 1 year, sometimes the time can be fixed to 4 months, 3 months, halfly, whatever it can be. In case of compound interest, the time can always never be 1 year. It can also be 6 months or 3 months. So we are considering this as unit time. Let me clear with the formulas. See, here it is the formula for compounded annually. That means for 1 year. If the compound interest is calculated for 1 year, we have to use the formula amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r divided by 100 the whole power n. If the compound interest is calculated for half year, that is for once every 6 months, the amount is equal to p into 1 plus r by 2 divided by 100 the whole power 2 by n. And for compounded quarterly, amount is equal to principal 1 plus r divided by 4 divided by 100 the whole power 4n. These three formulas are mostly used in the compound interest, and it is being asked in the placement questions. And these three formulas are rarely asked, but it is very helpful when they ask this type of questions. See, when compounded annually and the time period is given in fraction, for example 2 by 5 years, the 3 years is completed and 2 by 5 years is some part of the year, okay. Instead of writing in months, we are writing in years, so for easy for our calculation, the amount is p into 1 plus r divided by 100 the whole power 3, that is the completed year, and then 1 plus 2 by 5 r divided by 100, that is the fractionated year, okay. Next, if 3 different rates of interest are given for 3 different years, we are using this formula. Example, amount is equal to p 1 plus r1 divided by 100 into 1 plus r2 divided by 100 into 1 plus r3 divided by 100. This is used when 3 different rates of interest are given for 3 different years respectively, okay. Then present worth of x due n years is given by present worth is equal to x divided by 1 plus r divided by 100 the whole power n. What is meant by present worth is, if you are buying some vehicle, after some due years the vehicle value will become decrease. So to calculate the present worth, that is the depreciation value, we are using this formula. Let us proceed with some of the example problems. Here the question is, after 3 years, how much compound interest will be obtained on rupees 7,800 at the interest rate of 5% per annum. First we have to write what are the things given, and then we have to find what is being asked. Here the things given are time 3 years and principal 7,800 and the rate of interest 5%, and then we have to find the compound interest. Here the formula for calculating the compound interest is amount minus the principal. So the formula for amount is principal into 1 plus r divided by 100 the whole power n. And on substituting all these given values, we will be finally getting the amount as 9029.475. And compound interest is obtained by deducting the principal amount from the total amount value. Principal sum from the total amount value, and then the compound interest obtained is rupees 1229.475. It's very simple. We have to write all the given, and then we have to apply it on the formula and deduct the principal value and get the total compound interest. Let us continue with the second problem. Find the compound interest on rupees 8,000 at 15% per annum for 2 years 4 months compounded annually. First we have to write all the given. That is, the principal given is 8,000, rate of interest is 15% and time period is equal to 2 years and 4 months. So for converting all these things into years, we are doing by 4 by 12. That is, out of 12 months, only 4 months. So we get the fraction value as 2 1 by 3. If the time is given in fraction, we have to apply the specific formula. That is P into 1 plus R divided by 100 the whole power n. Here the R is 15 and the completed years is 2, and here we are applying the fractionated value. And after all these calculations, we will be getting the amount value as 11,109, and we get the compound interest by deducting the principal value from the total amount, and so we are getting the compound interest value as rupees 3,109. Here we have just written all the given and applied to the specific formula designed only for the fractionated time. And the next problem is the simple interest accrued on an amount of rupees 40,000 at the end of 4 years is rupees 24,000. What would be the compound interest accrued on the same amount at the same rate in the same period? So the given things are principal is equal to 40,000 and time is equal to 4 years and simple interest is equal to 24,000. So in this, the only thing missing is the rate of interest. So rate is equal to simple interest into 100 divided by principal into time. Then we get the value of rate of interest as 15%. So we got the rate of percentage. So here we have to find the compound interest accrued on the same amount at the same rate in the same period. So we got the rate and we got the time already in the question. So the formula for amount is equal to 40,000, that is principal, into 1 plus R divided by 100. R is the 15, the whole power n, that is the time period, that is 4 years. And on calculating, we get the amount as 69,960.25, and we can obtain the compound interest by deducting the principal. So the principal here is 40,000. On deducting the principal, we get the total compound interest as 29,960.25. This problem is somewhat different from the previous problem, because here the comparison between compound and simple interest is made. Given is the difference between compound and simple interest on a certain sum of money for 3 years at 5% per annum is rupees 15.25. That is, the difference between compound interest and simple interest is 15.25 when time period is 3 years and rate of interest is 5%. To find the sum and the principal are same, we have taken principal as x. Okay, so on substituting in compound interest, that is amount minus the principal, so we are taking the principal value as x, right? So p is equal to x, n is equal to 3 and r is equal to 5, and on doing further calculations, we are getting 1261 divided by 8000x. And on substituting all this data in formula of simple interest, we get the value as 3x divided by 20. The compound interest minus simple interest is equal to 15.25. So on substituting the values, we will be getting the final value as 15.25 is equal to 61x divided by 8000. So to find the value of x, we are doing the cross multiplication, and we got the value of x as rupees 2000. Just we have found the compound interest value first and simple interest value next, and then we are equating in the required places, and we are finding the value of x, that is the sum or the principal we have to find, and we are getting the value as rupees 2000. In this problem, it is not given whether to find simple interest or compound interest. In this problem, how can we find whether it is simple interest or compound interest based? Means here they have given 2 years, that is 2 years and 3 years. Okay, and then they have given 2 principals. If it is a simple interest based problem, they will be giving one data for time period and one data for principal, but they have given two, and they have given the certain sum amounts to. So this is the total amount and this is the total amount in third year. So this is a compound interest based problem. Okay, so difference between 2 years is, that is third year and second year is 1 year, the gap is 1 year. So the simple interest on 7350 is, on deducting these two numbers, we will be getting the simple interest as rupees 1225. Now we have to find the rate percentage R. We are using the simple interest formula, and then we are finding the rate percentage by applying all the datas. We are getting R is equal to 50 by 3 or 16 2 by 3. This is nothing but the mixed fraction of this proper fraction. Then for finding sum is also called principal. Principal and sum are same. Okay, we are using the compound interest formula, that is amount. Amount is equal to P into 1 plus R divided by 100 the whole power n. The total amount is 7350, and we are substituting x in place of principal, that is we have to find. And on doing further calculations, we are getting the value of x. The sum is 5400 rupees.